Hi, this is Avijit with my analysis regarding the Asia Cup pre-facto analysis of Indian versus Pakistan game. I'm basically a cricket forecaster and I always forecast is my analysis and what will happen and what can happen about the match between India and Pakistan. Today in the UAE, the game will be happening 7:30 p.m. in Indian time. So before that, I wanted to give my analysis and what can happen and what are the probabilities. So mainly, my analysis that the match will be a very close encounter, will be a chances of 55-45 in favor of India, depending upon when India batted first or second. If India batted second, then chances of winning is more. My team for this game or encounter of India should be Rohit Sharma, Rahul, Virat Kohli, Surya Kumar Yadav, Rishabh Pant, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja, and then the four bowlers are Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Ravichandran Ashwin, Arshdeep Singh, and Yuzvendra Chahal. So I went with two fast medium bowlers, one all-rounder with the seam bowling, and two spinners with Jadeja, Yuzvendra Chahal, and Ashwin. Three spinners. There are six bowling options with three seamers and three spinners. In the UAE pitch, there are some characteristics which I found. One is this: in the air, in the night, the ball does move around in the air. Not much on the seam, but the ball in the air, the ball moves around, and the batsman with more of a back and across movement will play better. And the batsman who plays off the back foot will also do good. In Pakistani team, the main strength, I'm not getting this Pakistani's 11, but the main strength is that their batting is depending upon mostly on Babar Azam and Rizwan and on a few of the good players like recently with Shadab, the all-rounder, and the Shahid Shakil, a very good left-handed batsman. Fakhar Zaman is struggling for the last 10 matches. His technique has been exposed because he doesn't go with the left foot across of the off stumps, and the bowlers who can nip around can trouble him. My thing is that the opening batsman of India should bat at the strike rate of 135 to 140 with Rohit with a better form. Rohit was struggling for the last 1 year, but now his touch are coming back, and the UAE pitch will suit him because he plays little half cock and the ball skid around, and with his supple wrist he can easily places the ball. With Rohit, Rahul's fluency has been a little bit of a question because last few matches because he's of layoff due to injury, he is not able to perform as good as expected of him. But when Rahul bats, it looks that the artist is batting. So I still believe our class is permanent. So he should be in the team and will play as more of an accelerator because he's got a good behind the wicket shots and front of the wicket shots. Number 3, Virat Kohli with a strong bottom hand grip can be a maneuver of the ball and can use as more of a rotator of strike in this team. Surya Kumar Yadav, a complete 360-degree player, and with all the shots of the books, he will be the middle order accelerator in this Indian team. Hardik Pandya, according to me, he will struggle against the Pakistani bowling at number 6, but still I'm keeping him because of his all-round game. Hardik's techniques, basically the most stronger hitting zone is mid-wicket and square leg. In cover area and extra cover area, his body balance never on that area. His body weight goes with the ball. His body goes in the leg side and his hands are through. So in the Pakistani bowling attack, who's quickish in the air and skiddy, can trouble him. Then comes in Ravindra Jadeja at Rishabh Pant. Rishabh Pant has got limitation as a T20 batsman because he's predominantly an onside player. Due to that, his offside game is completely depending on the slice. He just slices the ball. But in the bottom hand, the mid-wicket and square leg area, if the Pakistani bowlers fall apart in their line, he can really smack them. Rishabh Pant can play skiddy bowling much better than the bounce bowling, and he can thumb the ball. So I hope that Rishabh will connect a few. At number 7 position, I will prefer Ravindra Jadeja instead of Dinesh Karthik or DK because DK is a finisher, but we don't want to have a 2-wicket keeper, and instead of them, an all-rounder will more help at number 7. Jadeja's game is depending upon the square of the wicket offside and mid-wicket area. I think he can contribute. At Ravichandran Ashwin, who gives a big up spinner at number 8 and handy bat. He can smack a few. And I watched him few games. He goes with a knee bending attitude, and with the knee bend, he able to goes under the ball and hitting some good shots in the mid-wicket. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Arshdeep Singh, and Yuzvendra Chahal, the last 3 tail. Bhuvneshwar Kumar can handle bat a bit, but not a big hitter, but can support a batsman. And the 2 bowlers are Arshdeep and Chahal. In the bowling attack of India, India's bowling will depending upon the Bhuvaneshwar Kumar fully, because India doesn't have many genuinely nippy bowler in their lineup in this Asia Cup. Only Avesh Khan is there, and I don't think is the international class. He does lack line, he does lack length, and his bowl doesn't nip around. He just bowls at 138, 140 Ks, and that is not good enough. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar swings it, and with a late swing, he can hammer the Pakistani batsmen who are not a very good, having a good footwork. They goes very across and square on stance, and that allow him to bowl to Gully and third man. So Bhuvaneshwar Kumar's support will be given by the Arshdeep, another fine left-arm medium fast bowler with a lot of movement, a lot of nip, good yorker, and I really hope he's done well. And then Hardik Pandya has improved his bowling much. He's a back of a length bowler, hit the deck bowler, bowls at 135 plus, and can push you back. And he's got a good cutter, so I think he will bowl well. And spinner Yajuvendra Chahal, chances of getting, if the ball doesn't spin, the batsmen can hit him 2-3 sixes. But he's a big spinner of the ball. So if the pitch started to take spin, then he can be a good asset. Ravichandran Ashwin according to me, will done very average one. There's 4 over 30, 31 one wicket, and give his service purpose with 7 to 8 runs per over. The weak link might be Jadeja on Pandya's part, because if Jadeja's bowling, I'm a little question for the last. I'm having some doubt about the last 1.5 years, because his ball are not going with the same venom. The ball doesn't have grip, so the batsman can hit through the line to him. In Pakistani strength, Pakistani has his epitome of success is Babar. When Babar bats, it's absolutely art. His wrist, sublime wrist, excellent touches, and excellent front foot and back foot play are dangerous for India. But the only thing is that Babar doesn't make runs at a strike rate of 180. So he makes 130, 140. Rizwan is then another best batsman, 120 strike rate player. And I really rate in the lower order Shadab Khan is his leg spin and batting. He hits the ball hard. And Fakhar Zaman is a lottery. Fakhar Zaman is out of the 10 innings, 8 innings he will fail with his technique. So that is my worry and about the Pakistani point of view. But Pakistan is a very Mercurian side. They can anytime change, especially with the 3 fast bowlers. One is Hasnain, second is Harish Rauf, and third is, I think, Naseem Shah. I rate Harish Rauf to be one of the finest T20 bowler. Bowls at 146, 147 K, and deep the ball back in. So Indian batting, especially the top order, has to be very careful about Hasnain. Hasnain is get the ball to swing out and bowls around 140, 142, and he can swing the ball out, which Indian batsmen sometimes, the top order, especially Rohit and Rahul, both doesn't go back and across. They are front across player, just get the front foot up, and then depending upon on his touch. So sometimes the ball skids and get this outer edge and goes to third slip and third man, and the chances of they got out. So very careful about Hasnain. And the third bowler is Naseem Shah. He's quickish bowler, 140 Ks, but he sometimes bowls back up a length. And I think the Surya Kumar Yadav and Rishabh Pant will play much better to Naseem Shah, because their batting style are suited to Naseem Shah's bowling. He's a back of a length or over pitch length, either 2-length bowler. He doesn't bowl short of good length. So the players of Surya's touch and Rishabh's bottom hand can easily pick them up. And the spinner part, I don't think they have a very big spinner. Shadab Khan is an okay leg spinner, bowls around with his googlies and top spinners. Hopefully India can counter and conquer the Pakistan. So best of luck to India. I hope that India will win the match, but I still doubt the top bowling. Shaheen Afridi is not there, but still Hasnain and Rauf can really trouble the top order of India. So be careful, India, and make a score. If you bat first, 170 plus, Pakistan will not able to do it. And if you chasing, I hope that you can restrict the team with 155 to 160. Best of luck, and I'm 100% sure that India will win. This is my hope and optimism. By my rating is 55-45. India is favored by 5%. Thank you. Ciao.